So here's an update about my MR2 Spider project so far. So yesterday I spent 5 hours of clocking this turbo. Had to take the manifold off twice now, just to get the cold side back on. So what I did was I relocated these pipes here, so they go down, which instead of going up and then back down, which made no sense at all. That was because of my previous setup, it pointed up, so I had to do that. Then I got a 90-degree bend in on this side to make this better. This pipe should go a little bit more forward like that, but it doesn't really matter as long as I put two big clamps on it on each side, or one of each side. And then the intercooler still sits over here, which is actually a really nice place. I like it. I was afraid of having to buy a new band. You can't see it, but I put in 2.75 inch on my 3-inch intercooler with no problems at all. Going to some family member later to cut this off a bit. Gives me a little bit more clearance. Before on my videos I made only between 1 and 4 psi of boost. This is just a temporary setup still, but hopefully this will fix my boost problem here. I just have to connect one cable or hose there back on my wastegate. I need to connect that clamp at the bottom where my oil drain is, so that I have to put back. Then I just go over everything, make sure everything is tight, and hopefully family member has 2 of those because I have no clamps here. And I think in the back here there's something that's not right either, at least not the way I like it, so something I might have to sort out later as well. But then I can check and see how the boost is, connect the laptop and see how everything is running. So I'm going to start it now. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, so but at least it's not that freaking hot like it was yesterday, and that's why I started now. Took the rain guard off because it's not raining, so took it off for now. But yeah, let's get started on this. So to get this freaking cable on, I had to turn the wastegate all the other way, so I have a tiny bit of space there at the bottom, and then I can turn it again. So it's freaking annoying, but it's the only way to get that hose on. So the wastegate, well, not the wastegate itself, but the wastegate vacuum hose is back on. Connected it all the way up there for now. Yes, it's not perfect, but those hoses are really hard to get on. Maybe I might switch back to normal silicone, because those braided hoses I bought, they are really annoying. You can never get them on. They always stuck. So that's something to consider, to go back to silicone. The reason why I got braided, because I thought it would be better. But maybe I can get the same ones I use up here. Then back there's a braided hose, which is not braided. It's kind of like rubber reinforced. So now I might do that. So I have my drain pipe connected. So that one is connected. That one is connected. My white blunt is connected. This seems to be connected. That one is still, off, but I only have to drive the car later a little bit, so it shouldn't be too bad, hopefully. Then I can fix that one in the back. I think it's not perfect, so I might relocate it a tiny bit. Then I will relocate this pipe, not really relocate, but basically turn the angle a tiny bit so it's a little bit better. And then I can turn that one so it points a little bit better. So yes, now the next thing is to connect this thing and connect it to that piece of exhaust I have. Then the bolt over here I need to sort out. I don't know why this keeps turning though. I don't have the rest of the exhaust. It's sorted, so, but yeah, I'm going to do that now. So exhaust is back on. Still have to do the wastegate. Couldn't find the clamp, so I decided to use this for now. Need to find another one here. So just going to tighten up the wastegate and start the car and see if it's still working. So going to your car parts here, getting new hose clips. So after waiting 10 minutes, I finally got oil. No hose clamps though. But yeah, just getting some oil for my car here, just to be sure. I think it's a little bit low, not low, but a little bit low. So that's for later. So I got my oil here. Got some Harford hose clamps here, 60-80 for my 70mm pipes. So a little bit here, and very important because it's so hot today. So monster. So it's going to start on putting these on there. They only had 3, so unfortunately the one here at the bottom I need to leave alone. So I'm going to turn my hose on the throttle body side, so it points a little bit straight. Take the other one off that I put on before, and then see how that goes. Forgot that I did give my car some oil as well. So you can see here, I don't know if you can see it, but it's not fully like empty, but it could use a liter or so. I think I lost a bit when I took my drain pipe off. So just getting some oil then. So took the roof off, connected my laptop here, got the car on, need that car to start my car, and see how it goes. So to charge my car I need 2 negative cables. One goes there, and then a plus there, and then the same on this one, but just both to the battery. So let's start it up. So because I don't want my car to fire up yet, I disconnected the fuel pump, so it won't start, as you can see. So just to get the oil running to the turbo here, and then connect the fuel pump again and power it fully up. So the car is running, but I'm not happy. I don't know, it feels like the idle is a lot lower than it should be. It's running about 850, which without idle Alcon Volt Pep, that's way too low. So it's running about 500-600, so I'm going to adjust the throttle body a little bit, and the AMR is a bit high still. So I'm going to adjust the throttle body a tiny bit and see how that goes. Okay, so I'm analyzing the log here of the little trip I did. So here you can see I made 4.3 psi at 4719 RPM. I made 1 psi there. I made no psi there. Made no there. So let me see here. So I wasn't driving here. It looks like. So here, like I made 4.7 at 4000. So 4300, 4080. So. And then here I made 3900 RPM. I made 3.6 psi. Go up 4 psi, 5 psi, well 4.9, 5.6 is 4200, 4268, and then I slow down, which here is 7.1 psi at 4400 RPM. Then I slowed down, and then my car went off. Because of the fuel level thingy I have. So yeah, so basically I made at the max about 7.1 psi, as you can see, which at 4400 RPM with my AFR is way too high. It should be that should be a lot lower. So I might have to add a bit of fuel to my map. Which I do here, fuel trim. So see, you can see here I add 0 fuel everywhere. This was to make it more smooth, so I'm going to add 4% like I had did before. I'm going to upload that and see what it does. Also the analog inputs, which is set to 2.2, might actually change that to 2.0 here. The reason is so it reads a little bit richer than it is, because it expected 12.47, as you can see there, but it got 14.9, so that's not really the way I want it. So I'm going to upload this map later and check it. So we cut off a tiny bit more on this side, so it gives them a little bit more clearance for the intercooler. Will all be covered anyway, but you can see it's a lot more. So we have to do the other side as well, get this all smoothed out and make it as big as possible, get some air in there. So yeah, now I have to put all the body panels back on the car, connect it back here, do all that stuff. Yeah,